Morning, guys. Any newcomers are there? Please raise your hand. Any students, any newcomers are there? Please raise your hand.
Yeah, newcomers, don't worry. You will get backup videos. Nothing is started. Course introduction is going on. And day one, I talked about importance of this course. Day two, I talked about what we are going to learn from this course. Fine, like topics wise discussion we have done. Okay, fine. So, yes, other day I have given, what's your batch code, guys? Everyone? Spring 717. Spring 717. Where is this? Course content. Yeah, I'll increase the font, don't worry. Brightness is not there in my hand. Yeah, other day I was talking about what, guys? Various topic that we are going to learn in this course, right? Intro to course, Spring core module, where we are going to learn basics of Spring programming. Spring Boot core module, where we are going to learn basics of Spring Boot programming. I keep on saying Spring Boot is a framework and extension of what? Spring framework. So we have to learn basics of Spring programming in core module of Spring and basics of Spring Boot programming in what? Spring Boot core module. And these two core modules are base for Spring and Spring Boot framework respectively. Remaining all modules are built on the top of what? Core module. I keep on giving this statement. For modularity, entire Spring framework is not released to the market as a single unit or a single bundle. It is released collection of bundles. Technically, those bundles are called as what? Modules, and representing every module, one or more jars are there. If you're planning to use one module related jar file you add into the class path. If you're planning to use 10 module related jar files or libraries will be added to the class path. Like this, you can think about keeping our Spring projects as lightweight projects by adding only necessary libraries, nothing but jar file that are being used in as part of project development. Total, how many modules are there in Spring and Spring Boot? Speak out. 25 plus. Keep on increasing. That's why I can give only plus symbol after 25. Keep on increasing, boss. So are you going to use all modules in one project? Then it is not called Spring project. It is called experiment project, right? Based on the requirement, we may use 5 modules, 6 modules, 7 modules, sometimes only 2 modules. Collect those module related libraries, nothing but jar file, add to the class path. That's the end of the story, right? So when you go to restaurant, you will go for unlimited buffet or you will prefer a la carte. It depends upon the mode, right? Depends upon the mode. If you are in engage, you will think about what? Unlimited buffet, because your eating capacity is more. Once you start gaining weight, okay, then you'll think about what? Let's eat less, a la carte. A la carte means what? What is required, that only will be ordered. What is required, that only will be ordered. So Spring and Spring Boot frameworks are like what? Taking lunch or dinner in the restaurant by giving what order? A la carte order, dynamic order, not going for what? Unlimited buffet kind of thing. So advantage is there in that modularity or not, guys? Super. Okay. Uh, Everyone, please collect the backup videos. Admin has shared it. Spring Data JPA. This module is given to interact with what? SQL database software. Spring Data MongoDB. This module is given to interact with what? NoSQL database software. When attributes and structure is fixed, go for SQL database software like Oracle MySQL, right? Data attributes are not fixed. Time to time they are changing. Dynamically it's growing data, right, boss? Then think about working with what? NoSQL database software like MongoDB, Cassandra, Neo4j, etc. Scheduling, there's a work to be done midnight at 12 o'clock. I don't want to see my programmer sitting and doing that work manually. We schedule, we go to home, and that particular time triggers automatically task execution starts. That is called what? Scheduling. Next, batch processing. One bank is acquired by another bank. First bank is using Oracle database. Another bank is using what? MySQL database. So we have to transfer crores of records that are there in what? Oracle database to MySQL. But can you read crore record at a time? Crore record, if you try to load at a time, it will be burden on what? Application. Application burden means burden on RAM. RAM burden means what? System will hang. System will crash. So what will be the best solution? Go for batch processing. What is a batch processing, guys? Out of crores of record, decide batch unit size. 50,000 records at a time. Take 50,000 records at a time from Oracle, process it, validate it, and write to MySQL. Suppose if there are 10 crore record, in how many batches it will be transferred? 20 batches, right? So when you try to load 50,000 records at a time, does it give burden on the system? No. Is there any chance of system hanging? No. Is there any chance of system crashes? No. That is nothing but batch processing. See, I can take a big function hall. I can conduct class for what? 10,000 people at once. Is it going to work out? What I am doing? Every time I am gathering small batch size of what? 300, 400. Few of them in online, few of them are what? Offline. So every month I am doing that work. Okay, I'm going indirectly. I'm also conducting classes in what style, guys? Batch processing. The way classes are happening in Naresh IT is batch processing. The way public meetings are happening, political public meetings are happening, is it batch processing? No, at a time 10 lakh people, at a time 2 lakh people, right, boss? That is not batch processing. One or other bad incident may happen in that. But here, batch processing, no burden on the infrastructure, no burden on what? Arrangement, but still I'm able to deliver my work to multiple people at a time, right, boss? Yes, similar kind of thing will be there while dealing with huge amounts of data, chunks amounts of data. Clear, my dear? Come on. Super, guys. Next. Spring Boot MVC. Spring Boot, using Spring Boot, I can develop standalone application, web application, distributed application. So to develop web application or website, one module should be there, na? And that module is what? Spring Boot MVC, purely for web application. If you are a fresher or 1+ candidate, once this module is over, you can start hunting jobs. Till that time, don't start your hunting in market. You may be rejected. Maybe fresher, they may consider you, but as 1+ candidate, they never consider you. Though you keep Spring, this module knowledge is very, very important. Next, security, guys. Once you develop the web application, is it okay? But you have to add authentication and authorization. Authentication means what? Checking the identity of a user. Authorization means what? Checking the permissions of a user. To get into classroom, my authentication is verified, your authentication is verified. For you through ID card, for me through what? Faculty card, whatever it is. But after coming into this classroom, compared to you, I have more access permission. These access permissions are called what? Authorization. You are authorized to occupy the chair and to listen the class and to see the content of the projector. But I am authorized to walk in the classroom from that corner to this corner. Okay, to operate this projector on, off, I can change the content of the projector. I have more control on this particular area, right? Because I logged into this classroom application as faculty. you logged into this classroom application as a student. So it is not decided because my name is Natraz. It is not decided because your name is some XYZ. It is decided because my role is faculty. It is decided because your role is what? Student. Similarly, in banking application, bank employees, bank customers, both will use same mobile application, but we get 10 option when you log in with the customer role, because whenever we submit username password, once that is correct, from the database they will pick up this user is customer role, manager role, clerk role. Based on the role they will start displaying the options. So don't think that Kotak Mahindra Bank means for customer they developed separate mobile application, for employee they developed separate mobile application, same mobile application. But when your login, your user login role is what? Customer. Limited option that related to customer. User login role is what? Clerk. Another few options extra because your role is clerk. Right now, boss? But your customer, your user login role is what? Manager. More and more option, because you can see your account, anyone's account. If you want, you can transfer also. Funds from one account to another account. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. Okay. Next one, Spring Boot. Spring Boot REST. Okay, now listen. Along with website development, there is a wording called distributed application development. Nothing but website is browser to software application interaction. nareshit.com. From browser, I am sending request to nareshit.com, which is there in the internet. Naresh IT is processing the request, giving the reply. I type on nareshit.com, request from browser. nareshit.com is taking and showing the home page. We clicked on hyperlink courses. nareshit.com again taking the request, processing it, giving list of courses. It's a browser to software application interaction, na boss. You are not active, you should be active. Client and server communication, but here client is always browser, server is always software application. It's a request response model, client server communication. Can I say it is C2B application, customer to business? Who operates nareshit.com? Customer. Who operates flipkart.com? Customer. Right? Okay. Sometimes this flipkart.com, nareshit.com needs to communicate with other business services. Those other business services are called distributed application. For example, flipkart.com talking to Paytm application for payment. Flipkart.com talking to master application for payment. Flipkart.com talking to what? GPay, what is that? GPay application for payment. So this time observe, Flipkart.com is one software application. GPay is also one software application. Here communication is what? Client server. But it is what? C2B na, B2B na. Business entity. Flipkart.com is one business entity. GPay is also one business entity. Here, communication is between browser and software application. Communication is between application and application. Application to application interaction means distributed application. Browser to application interaction means what? Website or web application. The application whose services can be accessed or consumed either locally or remotely from different types of client application is called distributed application. For example, you take GPay application, which is a distribute. It's a services I can consume from website, flipkart.com. It's a services I can consume from mobile application, where a Flipkart mobile application, come on. It's a services I can consume from scanner device, which is an embedded system application. Come on, guys. Okay. It's a services I can consume from a kiosk that is there in Taja Hotel to book your orders. Yes or no, na? That is called a small tab kind of thing will be there. That is called kiosk, right? Yeah, so I'm able to consume services of GPay, Google Pay from different types of local or remote client applications or not, guys? Don't you think GPay is a distributed application? Yeah, to develop such kind of distributed application as on today in the market, the best environment is web services. And to develop such web services based distributed application, we have a module called Spring Boot REST. What is that? REST. In web service also two types of web services are there. One is a SOAP, one is RESTful. Okay, Spring Boot REST is there to purely develop what? RESTful web services. Clear? Fine. Application specific to one computer allows only one user to operate standalone. Using Spring Boot, I can develop standalone application class with main method, nothing else. Application that are having C2B, browser to software application interaction website. Using Spring Boot, I can develop websites. Application that are dealing with application to application interaction are called what? Distributed application. Using Spring Boot REST, I can develop what? Distributed applications or not, guys? Everyone understanding my statement, boss? Super, guys. Okay, now come to this point. Okay. What is today's date, guys? 16th, right? 1 minute. 13th and 16th. It's an extension document, right? Course, more on course content. Let me write more on course content. Yeah. Now here, what is there? Spring Boot Cloud Mod. It is there to develop microservice architecture applications. What architecture, guys? But I will spend because it's a big word, microservices. See, Spring Boot and micro. This is our basic course title, right? But unofficial course title is Spring Basics, Spring Boot, and microservices because we are not learning directly Spring Boot. We are learning Spring Programming Basics. Having that knowledge, we are learning Spring Boot Programming Basics. And we are developing various applications in Spring Boot style. Lastly, we are using same Spring Boot to even develop what? Microservice architecture application. Micro means small or bigger. That's why no film hero writes, I'm a micro star, right? Anyone says, I'm superstar, mega star, giga star, something like this. But did you see any film star saying, I'm a micro star, mini star? Because that's a small word, right? Micro. Micro means very small. Compared to mini, micro is very small. So microservices says, very simple. So far, you developed one big project. Different services are integrated in that project and released all services together as a single unit. Nothing but single jar file or WAR file. Jar file means Java archive file. WAR file means web application archive file. It's something like this. It's like you have gone to restaurant and taken the full meal. You have gone to restaurant and taken the full meal. So everything is included in that, right? Are you getting my point? Super. But what is the problem in this model and what is this model called? This model is technically called monolith architecture. What architecture? In monolith architecture, what happens, multiple services are integrated and released as a single unit to the market. It's a good, na, sir. Project means that only, na. Why are you highlighting it's a problem? Problem number one. First, feel it. Problem number one. Some X company liked our report generation service, boss. Can they take it and use it independently? No, not possible, right? Come on, guys. That's one thing. Next, all are there in single project, na? Though they are different services, they are tightly coupled, right? Is there any possibility of developing different services in different languages and integrating? Not possible. If one module is one service in Java, remaining all services must be there in Java, na boss. I'll tell the problem now. In my company, all Java developers are busy. One to Python projects are completed. Python team is on the bench. Can I use their services in Java project development? Especially if it is monolith architecture, guys. I have to recruit new Java guys by keeping Python people in idle. Yes or no? Na? It is burden to the company or not, guys? That's one problem. Another problem. One module is down, one service is down. It will affect other services because all are together one project, right? One service is down, it will affect remaining services or not, guys? Are you getting my point there? Okay, these are the basic problem. When I launch microservice architecture exclusively, I'll talk more problems, right? It's like you purchase a TV. Within the TV, they are giving sound system, home theater sound system. Within the TV, they are giving DTH only. Within the TV, they are giving Wi-Fi router. Within the TV, they are giving what? Camera. Within the TV, they are giving that, what is that? Kids will play. What is that? Explorer, PlayStation. Everything coming within the TV only. They are saying, hey, don't purchase here and there. Everything I supply. Okay, now the problem I will tell. I did not like company supplied sound system. I liked Bose sound system. Can I go and attach? Not possible. Okay, I liked sound system, but I found that is not required in a hall. I want to take that one to what? Bedroom area. Can I? That is integrated with the TV now, boss. Be in the subject. Please stop thinking parallelly here. So problem is there or not there? So that is a very bad way of supplying TV to us, na? Though we may not use all those things, we are paying for all the components. Some people hate sound, boss. For them also you are giving what? Sound system. Some people don't want to use Wi-Fi router because they are Buddhas. They don't want to connect to any outside world, right? They want to live in reality world, not in virtual world, right, boss? But why they should pay money for Wi-Fi router? Problem is there or not there? Okay, then what is the other alternate? Microservice architecture. Every service separate project. TV separate project. Sound system separate project. What is next? Wi-Fi router separate project. Whatever required things you develop as separate project and integrate them. Integrate them. Whenever you want, you can replace with a better replacement. Right now, you like a TV, but you did not like sound system. You got better alternate. Move existing sound system to bedroom TV, and you brought what? Great sound system to hall TV. Yes, na? Router disturbed. Only replace only router. DTH is disturbed. Ask company to come and replace DTH. End of the story, na boss. Yeah, microservice architecture is also exactly that. Don't develop all services together as a single project. Develop every service as what? Separate project and integrate it. That means what? If you take a banking project, if you take a daily transaction, separate project, reports, separate project, loan, separate project, mutual fund, separate project, right? Later we integrate. All are independent project but integrated. Okay, now what is advantage number one? Number one, someone liked our report service, boss. Okay, I can give that project copy to someone separately, na? I can charge money for him. Yes or no, na? Advantage number one. Advantage number two. One day report service not working. Does it affect daily transaction service? Does not affect, right? Because that is separate project. This is separate project. Come on, guys. Right. Next. Not compulsory. All these independent projects should be there in same language. Independent projects, na? My Python team is ready. One, two services I can develop in Python, integrate with the Java project. Because these are independent projects, boss. Come on. So not compulsory. All services should be there in same Java language. So I can get the full utilization of the team or not. Come on, my dear. This is the advantage of microservice architecture. At least today, so far you heard what is microservice architecture. At least you heard that name. Today you got the clarity or not? Simple theory. Simple theory. What is the theory? Monolith architecture is nothing but purchasing TV having integrated components of sound system, DTH, Wi-Fi router. Okay. Wi-Fi router, XYZ, right? Okay. Mono microservice architecture means what? Purchasing TV independently, sound system independently, Wi-Fi router separately, DTH separately, integrating them as independent units. Right now, in our home, we are operating TV by purchasing it in microservice architecture or okay, monolithic architecture. Definitely, we are following microservice architecture only. Best TV, LG. Best sound system, Bose. Best DTH, some XYZ. Best Wi-Fi router, some XYZ. We are bringing and integrating, right? So that means without knowing microservice architecture, we are already following microservice architecture while arranging TV setup in our homes or not, guys? Because we know that's the best, right? Are you getting my point? I'll simplify more thing. One faculty only started teaching everything of Java full stack. He only teaches core Java. He only teaches advanced Java. He only teaches AWS. He only teaches DevOps. He only teaches X. He only teaches Y. Can he be more and more expertise in one place? In all 6 domains? No. So that is what everything one fellow. Okay, that is what monolithic are. Here what's happening? Different courses of full stack program are taught by different faculties, right? Who are expert in their areas. Harkrishna sir, Venkatesh sir, they are very expert in what? Core Java. They are conducting. I'm expertised in what? Advanced Java, project batch, Spring Boot microservices. In few areas, I'm delivering my thing. It's not like that I don't know Core Java. Without Core Java, I cannot talk all these things. But I feel I'm expertise in this place. I'm sharing my knowledge. Some AWS fellow is sharing what? His knowledge. Are you getting my point there? Because of what is the advantage? We can attend multiple core classes parallelly. Yes, you can apply for jobs. That too, you are getting subject from expertise, right? See. So indirectly, this is also looking like what? Microservice architecture or not, guys? Okay, boss. Because this is the big word in our course title. Let me give one small diagram talking about monolith architecture and what? Microservice architecture. If you are combining multiple services of a project, okay, and releasing to the market as a single jar file or var file. Jar means zip kind of thing. In Java, that is developed. Var is also zip kind of thing, but it is developed as a web application or distributed application. Single var file or jar file is called monolith or monolithic. English is a dirty language, anything you can say. Monolith or what? Monolithic architecture. Superna boss? Right. Okay. See this? Bank project. This is my bank project. Sir, why are you stressing this much on each topic? Before enjoying each one technically, you should know what you are going to get this, right? Why we are learning each module. That gives satisfaction. Oh, after this course, I will be standalone application developer, web application developer, distributed application developer. Overall, you will be called as enterprise application developer. What do you mean by enterprise application? Either web application or distributed application or combination of both. He is called as what? Enterprise application. You can develop those enterprise application either in the either following monolith architecture or following what? Microservice architecture. What is the aim of this course? The aim of this course is to make you people either following what? Or overall you will become enterprise application architect. Sir, monolith is outdated. Now you only scolded for so far. Why should I learn it? New projects are only 10 to 15% in the market. Maintenance and support projects are what? 80 to 90%. Don't new project development. No, no, no. Minimum 4 5 years it takes to get opportunity in what? Scratch level development. 4 5 years you have to be in maintenance projects or enhancement projects. That means support already released. You have to fix the bugs that are coming. You have to make sure that project running smoothly without having any problem. That is called maintenance or support projects. As part of that, small enhancements will be there. Already project is having 10 features. You have to add 11th and 12th feature. That is called enhancement. This is your life. He has to accept it. But these maintenance projects are just developed or 10 years back developed. 10 years back, microservice architecture is there? Not there. Spring also very new at that time, right? So what architecture was there? Monolith. So you have to work on what? You should know about what? Yeah, that's why keep yourself ready to work on maintenance projects. Is that clear? Sir, why we will not get opportunity as a fresher or as a newcomer to get into what? Seniors will occupy, na? Projects, not the chosen by you, right, boss? Sai Gundu, from my side, no voice issue. Check your side. Am I audible, guys? Am I audible, guys? Am I loud and clear, guys? Because I have not even Wi-Fi, Rababu. I have dedicated LAN cable connection, and this is my speed. And no question of getting voice breaking. No question of getting voice breaking. Sometimes breaks means either problem your side or your bandwidth, network bandwidth. Okay, fine. Check your side. Those are attending with mobile data. Make sure that you are there in such a stable place. Network comes consistently. Fine. Mayuri, problem from your side. Can you consider join once problem will go off? Fine. Okay. This is what project, guys? Super. Okay. Banking project. What is the architecture, guys? Okay. What is the architecture, guys? Monolith architecture. Monolith architecture. That's great. Okay. Here, what are the services we got? First service, daily transaction service. First amount, transfer money, checking balance. These are daily transactions only, na? Next, we have service loan service. We have service called mutual fund service. We have service called own payment numbers. They need to take care of their own payment, right? They have a service called credit card. Credit card is also one service, na? So like this, lot of services are there, na, boss? Okay. Yeah, what is this? Daily transaction. Okay, be mentally prepared. No one write transaction in the industry completely. TX means transaction. Be mentally prepared for that. Okay. Next. Loan service. Next. Credit card service. Yeah, debit card also will be there. It's not like that. Okay. Mutual funds. Mutual fund service. Next. Debit card. Let's write debit card only. When credit card is there, debit card is also required now, boss. Okay. Service. All are integrated or not integrated, boss? Definitely all are integrated. For everything, bank account should be linked or not. That means for everything, daily transaction service dependency is there or not there. Okay. Tell me, it is released as a single unit or multiple units? It is released to the market as a single unit. Yeah, what is this? Where are jar file? Where are jar file? Where are jar file? That's great. Okay, limitations of monolith architecture. Okay, I'm not writing everything. Few limitations of monolith architecture. Don't think technically, just try to understand what is what. We are listening words called Spring. What is Spring? It's a framework to develop application. What is Spring Boot? Extension framework of what? Spring. What is framework? I will talk more logically later. It's some kind of software. Some kind of software. Programming language is some kind of software. Technologies are some kind of softwares. Okay. Frameworks also what? Some kind of software. Languages offer very less ready-made facilities, 10% only. Technologies offer 30 to 40% ready-made facilities. Okay, like advanced Java course, JDBC, Servlet. Framework offer what? 80% ready-made thing by internally using technologies and languages. Clear, boss? Right. We'll discuss all those things. So today we have to worry about various terminology that are coming in our course curriculum. At least you should have a basic visual diagram in your brain. Oh, Spring Boot MVC, web application, scheduling for scheduling the jobs, data JPA for talking to database software. At least you should have some basic one-liners. Basic one-liners in your brain or not. You have clarity what you are going to achieve at the end of this course, right, boss? Super. That's why I'm not writing all limitation. I'm writing what? Few limitation, very basic limitations, guys. Number one, where is this? Okay, if one service is down in the project, what guys? In the project, it will affect other services or not? It will affect other services. Next, one service is down, other services. All services must be developed using same language like Java or C Sharp, okay, .NET or Python and etc. Okay, next. Hmm. Certain service of, come on guys. Certain service of one project cannot be used in another project. Okay, in another project. Okay, though they liked it. Though they liked it. See, I'm happy to give debit card service to some other bank to make my money. It's like, it's ICICI Bank. Someone asked, Kotak people asked, I like your debit card service. Can you give access to me? What they do, they take it, they change the UI part. If UI change, no one notices what is that, right? Their red color, their blue color. Few terminologies changing, right? Everyone thinks that this is different, but internal background is same for both. Yes or no? Na? They thought of doing it, but they cannot do it, right? Okay. So in another project, etc. Okay. And though they liked it, they cannot do it. It is and etc. or not, guys. Yeah, it is like, what is there, guys? Hmm. Ordering full meal, only for understanding purpose, guys. Okay. Uh, full stack program by single faculty. Come on, guys. Okay. Or tell me next, what is other TV integrated with what, guys? TV having home theater. What, guys? Home theater, Wi-Fi router. Array, home theater means sound system only, the dirty fellow. Okay. Home theater means you thought theater will come to your home. Right? Okay. Wi-Fi router. Next one. Wi-Fi router, DTH and etc. Components as the internally bounded components. What, guys? Internally bounded component. Yeah, whatever problems I said about monolith, you apply same problems here also. Yes, guys. Tell me, to solve these problems, what we should do? Take the support of, okay, microservices. One, two times only I will write microservices. Microservices architecture. What is that, guys? MS. Microservices architecture. What is that, guys? MS. Are you understanding? Super. Okay. Right. This, which says microservice architecture, which says which says, tell me, develop different services as different projects and integrate them as needed. Integrate them, integrate them. Okay, that's fine. Integrate them, that's good. Okay, now tell me, no boundary was I here. Daily transaction service. It is having its own separate project now, boss. Daily transaction service. Okay, this is microservice one. Microservice one. Okay, here is my dot verify. What is there, guys? Dot verify. Okay, that's great. Total how many services I have taken there, guys? 5. Yeah, whatever it is. See, if I develop services like this as independent project, guys, is there any fear of project size is increasing? There, fear of project size is increasing because these are all independent projects. Is it compulsory all services should be there in same system, same server, same network? Any fear of size increasing? Size increases, but any fear? No fear. They can be there on same system, different network, same network, but at the end they are integrated as needed, right? This is going to be very interesting architecture or not. It also got some problems, but this is not the time to discuss them. Okay. When we get into the real topic of microservices, I'll talk both advantages and disadvantages. But this is looking interesting architecture or not? Yeah, to develop these microservice architecture based project, we have what module in Spring Boot, guys? Spring Boot to cloud. Only on this module, we are going to spend 35 sessions because it's exclusive topic of our course. Clear, guys? It can be developed in different languages. Yes, that's possible because all are independent projects now, boss. Is it compulsory all independent projects should be there in Java? It's like a monopoly of Java. No, na. You can develop. And since these are there in all web services platform, web service is not specific to Java. Web service projects can be implemented in Java, can be implemented in Python, can be implemented in what? .NET. Web service is common protocol to develop distributed application in any language, right? That's why integration is also possible, though they are there in different languages. Got it? Super, boss. Rohit Sharma or time pass Rohit Sharma or serious Rohit Sharma? Good, good. Okay. What SR? Time pass? Serious? Cricketer? I know that's not his original name. Serious sir. That's good. Okay. One day you'll become team leader. If you are serious team leader. Okay, fine. Loan service, debit card service, debit card service. Okay, fine. Next, credit card service. Next, loans service, na boss. What service? Yeah, whatever it. Loans already taken. Okay, mutual funds. mutual fund service. Okay, here is my integration. What is that? This is the integration. This to this to this to this. Everyone understanding? Here, services are integrated, projects are integrated. Here, services are integrated, projects are integrated. Okay, to give that feeling, here also I will write. Okay, pros hash 1. Let me highlight in a different color. Pros hash 1. Tell me next. Project hash 2. Pros hash 3. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. 4. What is there? 5. That's great. Yeah. Announcement 1. December 19th. That means this Thursday onwards, you will be having new batch on DevSec apps. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock by Natras sir. Okay, myself. Okay, na? Right. So, pros 5. You have a clash, huh? Core Java clash. Huh? Fine, later you can attend. Whoever can come, come. Dunya will not, should not stop, right? Okay. After that, this is what architecture, guys? Microservice architecture. Okay. It's part of full stack package. Architecture project. Super. Yeah. Tell me, guys, advantages, boss? Yeah, it's both online and offline. Don't worry, my classes are always like that. Advantages. What is the advantage of this architecture, guys? Can you help me? Yeah. If one microservice is down, what is that? If one MSC is down, here MSC is nothing but project, na? Are you getting my point? Super. If one, why timing is clashing? Will clash, boss. Different pair students will attend what? Different topics in different slots. Definitely one or other clash will come. Next time you join, what is there in that? Fine. Okay. Already you are into 2 courses. Now why are you thinking DevSecApp? Wait for next batch. You'll attend 5 batches parallelly, no practice. IRM, GIRM. I too learn software course. You should not be like that, na? Okay, since discussion has come, let me put. At max, try to take 2 or 3 courses per day. Because these are the courses not to complete and not to get certificate. These are the courses that has to stay in the brain, that has to be registered in the brain. When you listen the class, they will come to brain, but they don't register in brain. When they register, when you practice. See, whenever I take any topic name or when you are thinking about any topic name, if your visual memory is not coming, what you practiced, what error you got, what output you got, that visualization is not happening. That means subject is not registered in your brain. Only faculty output, faculty statements only coming to your brain. They will fade off very fastly. But if you practice your own output, your own errors, your own output screens, on that day that problem happened, I solved like this. That images are coming to your brain whenever you think about any topic. That subject will stay forever. That's why how much time you are spending, equal amount of time you have to spend in the lab for practical. Daily 2 sessions you are attending, 4 hours. Another 4 hours for practicals. 3 sessions you are attending, 6 hours in the classroom, another 6 hours in the lab. If you do like that, success will be easy. If you don't do like that, success takes time. You feel you complete everything, but in front are overlapped. You have not resisted them. You kept them in a buffer. Buffer can become empty anytime. Yes, na boss. So that's why since the discussion has come, I'm telling per day 2. Lot of pressure from parent, lot of financial crisis 3. Otherwise, 2 max enough. Especially when you enter into major courses like Spring Boot microservice, another only one parallel course you plan. One, see 15 days here and there, 3 courses, 4 courses, fine, no problem. Clear guys? Come on everyone. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If one MSc is down, come on guys. If one MSc is down, that does not affect another MS projects. Right guys? Yeah. One each MS service okay guys. See, AWS basics DevSecOps is part of full stack Java program. Everyone please come back to the subject. Everyone online students, guys, you joined in full stack program and you don't even know what content is there in full stack program. You have to sit and think that point. Seriously, I'm telling. You joined in full stack program. Don't you have idea DevSecOps is part of course or not? You should have basic knowledge, na? That shows how seriously you are going through the things. Okay, guys. Counselor, don't say. Demo classes of core Java faculty says, right? Yes or no, na? Please. Okay. Each MS service can be used in multiple projects. Next. What is the next one? Okay. Different can be developed in what is there? Different languages. Different microservices can be developed in what? Different languages and etc. I think you got clear-cut clarity about microservice architecture, my dear. Come on, everyone. Super, guys. Next. Okay. Now tell me, next one is what? After this, Spring Boot actuators. Every project contains functional features, non-functional features. Everyone listen carefully. Bank project, daily transaction, transfer money, loans, all these are functional features. That's for end user, that's for customer. Without that, project don't survive. Fine. But same project also deals with some non-functional feature for better maintenance of the project, for better monitoring on the project, for better continuous support for the project. Number one, health check of the project. As part of health check, it will continuously give the report how many objects are created. Does the heap filled or not? Does the stack filled or not? How many threads are created? How many processes are created? This kind of information, they continuously try to get it. These are called non-functional features, na boss. They are nowhere related to daily transaction. Nowhere related to what? Loans module. But they are also equally important to make sure that project is not going to shut down all of a sudden. Because there is no mechanism to get the heap status. There is no mechanism to get the stack status. There is no mechanism to get the information about the threads. What happens? One fine day, so many users are continuously using. We are not cleaning the memory properly. So what happens, guys? It will increase, increase, increase. One day system will down or not, guys? Spring Boot actuators offer non-functional features as a ready-made services, as a ready-made microservices. They are also microservices, but they are ready-made ones. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super, guys. Okay. Yeah, I think already I discussed. Okay, no, I want to develop. I'm not happy with the ready-made one. I want to develop some more non-functional features on my own. Then we have to think about what, guys? Spring Boot, AOP. AOP means aspect-oriented programming. AOP means what, guys? Aspect-oriented programming. Right, guys. Tell me. Business operations. Business operations like what is there? Daily transaction, transfer money, and etc. are called, what is there? And etc. are called functional features. Yes, okay. Next one, heap memory, getting heap, stack, memory status, number of objects, right? Thread dump info, threads information, process dump info of the info about the project is called, what is there, guys? Is called, fine, what is there? Working with non-functional features. Working with non-functional features. For this, we need to deal with what, guys? We need to deal with Spring Boot, actuators, and AOP modules. Convinced, boss? Array. In my classroom, what are the functional features? Faculty, student, my classes, the way I'm conducting functional features, right? What are the non-functional feature? Chairs, fans, projector, all these are what? Without them also class will happen. But with them, class will happen more effectively. Yes or no? Na? Me, you, my teaching is the primary logic. Functional features. Projector, fans, all these are what? Secondary logic. Without them also class will happen. But if you use them, class will happen more effectively. That's why these are called what? Non-functional features. Admin staff taking care of non-functional features. I am taking care of what? Functional feature. When both are synced together, classes will happen effectively. Otherwise, one or other disturbance. So project needs both functional features, non-functional features. I hope you are understanding the way I'm presenting subject. Okay, guys. Next, what is there, guys? Spring Boot SMS, JMS, Spring Boot, Apache Kafka. Yeah, this is for message-oriented, message-based interaction. For what is that? Messaging-based communication. Messaging-based communication. Okay, for example, you think there's a car manufacturing company. Listen, everyone, important. There are 4 or 5 departments. One is manufacturing department who works 24/7, 3 shifts. Are manufacturing Rababu. Because the car manufacturing companies, what they want to do, when it is demand, they want to make money. So to make money, what they need to do? They need to manufacture more end cars. So they need to work around the clock. So manufacturing department works all the 24/7. Na? Yes. Next, inventory department where stock will be maintained. Inventory means stock. You have to habituate some technical terminologies. Inventory means stock room kind of thing. And that will work 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's no need, they felt. Accounts, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Next, management is there. Decision makers. They don't have times. They are the owner's boss. They have a timing, sir. But for them also one module is there, one application is there. All these modules, all these applications, which are there as individual services in the project or different projects, come on, wants to talk with each other. You prefer online communication or offline communication? Online, offline. Since I am saying, you are changing answer. Great boss. It's not Viva. What is web security? Security on web. What is thread monitoring? Monitoring on thread. I know. I also cleared my Viva like that only. I was more worse than you in my engineering days. More and more worse. At max, to avoid practicals, what you might have done? Tell me, on the day of practical exam. At max, what you might have done? Skip to the exam, not possible. You have to attend. What you might have done? You cannot type the code, you cannot show the output. What max you might have done, tell me, to skip that? Asking friend to write. This cheating. But our whole batch skipped the practical by having a big planning. We have given money to local electricity department. Okay. We have given money to what? Local electricity department. That day power cut to whole college. Got it? That much worst I was. That much naughty and bad boy I was. But later I realized this is not the life. I learned subject, I shown gap as experience, joined in the company, did hard work for 18 hours in the initial 3 years. Parallelly, I started sharing my knowledge. So now I am able to tell to someone, this is not the life, Ra, this is the life, Ra. Everything is possible. Only the thing is, you have to realize what is my future. That's enough. A person who paid money to electricity department to switch off the power for whole college to skip the practicals of coding, now delivering classes to lakhs of people, thousands of people with a great success rate. It's only because of what? I realized what is required for my life. The day you realize, you put hard work. Not hard work, do smart work. Smart work is always required. Hard work gives results, but pain also comes. Smart work gives results, enjoyment will be there. And don't run after goal. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. When you enjoy learning process, goal looks easy. And once you reach the goal also, you never feel I have taken a lot of pain. Because this process also you have enjoyed. Clear? Super, guys. Okay. No, I was coming back to that point. What is that, guys? All these departments are there. You prefer online or offline? Offline communication, not the online. Offline communication means through messages or through method calls? No, through messages. Or offline means through messages only, na? Online means everyone should be active, right? Offline means what? Anyone can be active, they keep the message. From that message goes to other person later. Whenever they see, they reply back. So offline communication is good or not, guys? That too messaging based offline communication is more good or not, guys? For example, midnight 2 o'clock, manufacturing department realized steerings are going to be out of stock in next 1-2 days. They realized they want to inform the inventory. But night 2 o'clock inventory people will be in online. So how they need to communicate? message. If that messaging is happening between software application, not between people. People messaging, WhatsApp is there. Between software application, software components, you want to have messaging based communication. Then we need to have what? This messaging module. Number one, JMS, Java Messaging Service. Number two, Kafka. That is also for what? Messaging. Kafka is the latest, JMS is bit old one. Clear, my dear? So what happened? Night 2 o'clock, they realized. They realized this is not going to work out of stock. They keep the message. Next day morning, 10 o'clock, inventory people observes it. Immediately, they send the stock or not. But in this process, this fellow realized here also, in the stock room also, they are going to be out. They are going to be out in 1-2 weeks, right? Very few stock is there. Then what he has to do? He has to purchase from outside vendor. Don't think that Maruti Suzuki only manufacture everything. No, they bring from outsiders, right? For that one, they need to keep the order. To keep the order, they need to get financial approval from what? Accounting. Are you understanding my statement? They keep the requirement as an invoice and send to account department. Account department, they go through it, all the formalities, they send to management. Everything is going to happen through messages or not? Suppose if it is online method call based communication, all the 4-5 departments should be active at a time. Na? Is it possible? Not possible. That's why sometimes not online, offline communication, that too messaging based communication is quite important or not. For this one, what is required? Messaging modules are there. Goosebumps are coming. Because I'm from industry, how I know how exactly these are used in what? Industry projects. That's why I'm going to give those use cases. We are not here to learn definition, syntax, example one, example. Don't expect that kind of teaching. I will be talking about what is the purpose of topic, how it is used in the projects, how it should be coded according to project requirement. Before that, what was there? Now, what is there? What is the problem with the existing system? What is the advantage with what? New system. In this model, we are going to learn it. I'll start from 0%. From there, I will take you to what? 100%. But from my side, only few requests, both online and offline. These things you follow, remaining everything I take care. Come to classes regularly. Okay? Do practicals regularly. Submit assignment regularly. Remaining everything else, leave it to me. I will give such a confidence. You can close your eyes. You can show 4 to 5 years gap as experience. That much knowledge I am going to inject. That too in a entertainment mode. You never feel stress of learning. Stress of learning. I will present in a subject in a amicable manner. Such amicable manner. You will enjoy learning process. Number two, if you are online student while attending classes, keep mobile phone aside. Okay, start attending classes through laptop. Sit in a chair and table. Keep your spinal cord in 90-degree angle and start listening class. Laying on bed while roaming outside, while taking journey in the bus. If you listen the class, how you listen? Same thing happens in the interview. Same kind of jobs you may get or you may not get jobs also. What efforts you keep there, that reflects in the interview room, that reflects in the survival of the job. Be sincere. Next one. Your 16, 17 years education might have not given confidence to become something in software company or to become software engineer or to become some professional in real life. But this 6 months course or 8 months course, whatever package you have taken, if you put great efforts, great dedication, definitely it will give confidence to build next 30 years of professional life and personal life. How personal lives are. For middle class, lower class, middle class people, if professional life is good, then only personal life is good, right? Otherwise, both got damaged. Next, next, resume preparation, interview tips. Uh, what is that? How to gather the project, how to explain the project, how to arrange so-called experience document, how to get calls as a fresher. Everything else I will take care. Only the thing is you have to cooperate little bit on Saturday, Sunday classes. There will be long sessions talking about these add-ons, talking about these add-on. Few things I give as videos, few things I conduct as live session. For some time I call my senior student to motivate you people to share their journey who got success in industry. It's going to be awesome journey, guys. Fine? Right. Okay, fine. Again, they said this room need to be required at 9 o'clock. It's already 9:04. So let's do one thing. Remaining modules, explanation, OTP, generation AI, I will take up directly when I launch those modules. Tomorrow onwards, we seriously get into what? Subject. Tomorrow, we'll start what is framework, what is Spring, what is Springboard. We are going to understand. Basically, I'm going to talk tomorrow what is the difference between language, technology, and framework, and different types of framework, and Spring and Springboard falls under which category, and why industry is crazy about frameworks. This is what I am going to talk with a lot of practical and what real world scenarios. Don't miss the class. Tomorrow onwards, it's not about course content, it's going to be subject. Few days we talk about what? Framework. Then we get into Spring Core module. 15-20 days we spend on what? Spring Core module. Based on that we come to what? Spring Boot Core module. That also we learn for 10-12 days. Then real application development starts. Spring Core, Spring Boot Core is all about habituating ourselves with the frameworks. Real application development start, and then see in Spring and Spring Boot core, Spring Core also application development will be there, but they are like POCs, proof of concept. What is what kind of thing? How you learned one example on interface, one example on abstract class. They're just dummy examples, right? The real application development starts from Spring Boot data JPA. Initially small application using MVC web application, using REST distributed application, using cloud microservice architecture application. But the beauty of my teaching part is for every 15 days, 20 days, using all the concepts, whatever we learn that till that particular day, I will be developing one mini project so that you will get idea on how to face the interview on individual concepts, how to use those concepts in the project level discussions. Yes, na boss. You will feel comfortable to give interviews. You will also feel comfortable towards survival of the job, though you keep gap as experience. That's the beauty of our mini projects. Don't, you may miss regular classes, but when I say mini project, don't miss it. Got it now? Or if you clear interview one day, you are happy. Daily you are surviving in the company. Daily you are able to respond to the task given by your team leader or project leader. You'll be more happy, right? And you'll be more happy whenever problem comes, everyone is looking at you. Arey, come ra, solve my problem ra. That gives more satisfaction. So that level I am going to prepare you people. Okay? I hope you already believed me. You already trusted me. Okay. Keep that trust. Okay. But you have to do hard work or smart work. Don't neglect assignments. Don't neglect practicals. Because lots of people will attend classes sincerely, will write the notes, but they don't do practicals. That's not going to work out. Thank you, guys. Yeah, this room is bit required for new batch. So they asked me to vacate bit early. Online students, newcomers, if any queries are there, please ask fastly. Offline students, you can leave the room. Backend development, I use Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB. Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB. Okay. Let me share my email ID, guys. If you have any query, please send to this email ID. Any new batches in the evening, because I have another class in same timing. It takes time in the evening, boss. Minimum 1 month it takes. Notes link. I'll share. Course duration. In company, fresher, service-based company, they work on Java Angular. They ask, they take projects related bank maximum, but I don't know Angular. Can you please give me a suggestion? Vipul Sharma, you can join Angular course parallelly to get knowledge on this in Gulf and company merely 50 work. Package is 2 lakh per hand. 2 lakh package. People, it's a small package, but you learn all the content and you try for jump. Can you get admin contact number? Wait a minute, I'll share the information. Yeah, I shared all the details, guys. Little bit. Learn and use design pattern in this course. Don't worry about that. Your JRTP batch will be started very soon in this month only, mostly. In this month only, it will be started. Right. And mostly you people also can attend parallelly that course. I will give the plan. నా చేతిలో ఉండదు కదా ఆఫీస్ లో మనకి ఐడియా లేదు వాళ్ళు షెడ్యూల్ చేస్తారు మినిమం 1 month అయితే 1.5 అంటే మార్నింగ్ ఒకటి ఇచ్చారు కాబట్టి ఈవినింగ్ ఒకటి స్టార్ట్ వాట్ విల్ బి ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ JRTP yeah JRTP like I think another 7,000 rupees. I'm currently in Harikrishna sir core Java expected to complete Jan 10 DevSecApp. Mr. Sai Gundu, you can take all the 3 courses parallelly, no problem. Super. Will you provide course link starting from 19th? Already admin shared the course link. Admin, please share the video links to students. Admin, please share the video links to students. JRTP 7K with recordings or no, without recordings? Admin, please share the backup videos link. Now he shared, please collect. DevSec tools batch information. December 19th, 9 a.m. Course duration, 120 sessions. Yeah. JRTP is both offline and online. To attend this course, Core Java is the prerequisite. 120 sessions until 4.5 months. Yeah, I'll accept your request in force. DevSec tools course duration 50 sessions. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. If I miss any one question, please mail.